more and more people are waking up to the fact that salons aren't really prioritizing the health of their hair. They're just wanting to install the protective hairstyle and keep it pushing, keep it moving.
I went to one hair salon and they completely ruined my hair after 5 years of growing it out.
Please let this be your sign to be careful where you get your hair done.
For reference, this is what my hair looked like at the salon, just straight out of braids. And then these first two pictures are like the most recent cuts of my hair, and this is old.
Genetically, no one in my family has long hair. I take care of my hair. I have a strict routine. I went to one salon. I was in Africa and everyone's like, no, you have to get your hair done here. Yeah, I did. I have to cut it. I literally have to cut it off. I'm just gonna cut it. It's gonna be uneven. I don't even care. It's okay. My hair is healthy. I'm still beautiful. It's fine. Damn.
The more you know, the better your decisions can be in choosing the places that you go to get your hair done, or in you doing your own hair, or even in calling people out when you see that they aren't doing things properly on your own hair, which is very important, and it's going to help you in the long run. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Sanibonani ninjani, it's Zinhle Africa, and I'm so grateful to have you here. So one thing about this channel, if you have a question, I'm gonna answer it. And someone mentioned about how unhappy she was when she went to the salon, they did a wash and a blow dry, and the way that they prepared her hair for the braids was just not good. Seemed quite harsh, and even after taking down the style, she saw that her hair wasn't 100%. There was something wrong, and I think it's important that we have this conversation, as short as it will be. I don't think this will be a long video. I live in Johannesburg, South Africa, and from what I know, in America, you have to be licensed. You have to go to some kind of college to get your training to be able to be a hairstylist. You have to be accredited as a hairstylist or a barber or what have you. Here in South Africa, you can get that training if you want, but if you have the experience, you can also get the job. So things aren't quite as strict as they are maybe in some other countries, but for the most part in South Africa, if you can braid, you can find yourself working in the salon. There's some things that you know, some things that you don't know. And by the time a client comes and sits in your chair, they will be testament to the knowledge that the stylist has, the talent and the gift that they have, but also about the things that they don't know, especially when it comes to natural hair. Natural hair, you really have to take it upon yourself as a stylist to really learn about the culture and the knowledge and everything that has to do with natural hair. So I was doing my mom's hair and I realized maybe let me just put those clips in this video whilst I explain, just so that you guys know better when you go to these salons, because if they don't do right by you, honestly, just leave. Communicate ways, actually tell them what to do, or you can just leave at this point, honestly. The first thing is that obviously it's really important to wash the hair and condition the hair, or deep condition, whichever you prefer. And then by the time you have dried your hair with preferably that cotton material and not a towel, then you will have somewhat of a shrunken afro. Even if you had it in twists, they're gonna shrink up a little bit or a lot, depending on your hair. You can then moisturize and put your heat protectant and then blow dry your hair using the tension method, making sure that you have sections in your hair. Fine, great, amazing, that works well. There was a time where I used to do that every single wash day. I used to blow dry my hair. Thankfully, I didn't get heat damage. I think after maybe a year or two, I saw that it wasn't really helping me, because at the end of the day, you stretch the hair out, you put the style in, then you need to hydrate your hair anyways. Then it's going to... When you're prepping for a style, do you dry your hair out and stretch it, and then you're scared to put any water on it afterwards? Or are you hydrating and moisturizing it, softening it, prepping it for the style? For me right now, personally, for the past few years, it doesn't make sense for me to blow dry before a protective hairstyle. And that's what I did with my mom's hair as well. I just gently finger detangled and you'll get the knots out. Simple as that. I never use a comb. It takes longer when you don't blow dry your hair. So of course, in the salons, they want to blow dry it because, you know, they just want to go to the next customer. But the thing about natural hair is that it isn't that type of hair where you can just be quick and go to the next customer. It really needs that gentle touch, and it's so important that the right people are employed in these positions as hairstylists, you know, because the right person will be extremely gentle but also be fast, right? I remember as a hairstylist, I wasn't that fast. I was more concerned about the gentleness of the hair. And yeah, but you know, salon culture is a whole nother topic on its own. It definitely took me a lot longer, maybe about an hour, to detangle my mom's hair gently. Let's say 45 minutes to an hour. Next time I will time these things. When I install a protective hairstyle, I want the hair to be as soft as possible. I then put her under, you know, my hooded at-home dryer, whatever you call it, the hair dryer bonnet, and it really softened her hair just for 5 minutes, made a huge difference, and she loved it. You know, now she wants to have her own. You know what I mean? She never complained about any kind of pain. So the whole process was very gentle. And then I was able to open the rows and then, you know, go on and do the style that I wanted to do. I personally prefer soft, easy to manage natural hair versus somewhat straight-ish dry hair. Because, like, guys, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. People have no idea how beautiful it is, how enjoyable it is to install a protective hairstyle when it's so soft and manageable. You know, when there's a little bit of, you know, the water still in the hair a little bit, you know, the oils are doing what they're doing on the hair. It's just so beautiful. It's a different kind of experience as opposed to just dry hair that now you're scared of putting product, because sometimes on top of that they're putting the gel on top of this dry hair. Like, we have really normalized all of the toxic commercial gels over natural gels in our hair care, and it's really quite concerning. I don't think it's such a need to be using these toxic gels on our hair every single time that we are installing these hairstyles. It is a toxic habit with a toxic product. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer blow drying the hair before, or just detangling it, making sure that it is easier to manage, and then installing the hair like that? So I hope I have addressed the person's concern, but you know, if I haven't, make sure that you comment down below and we'll have a conversation. Make sure you are subscribed and like this video. Other than that, love, light, and blessings to you. Bye. Mwah.